So, uh, so here I created a chatbot React application. So I'll show the demo how the application is created, and I connected with the Node.js backend with the MongoDB. Previous video I explained Node.js with the MongoDB and hosting to that railway cloud server, and this video React.js with the chatbot application chatting with the one-to-one user. So I used with the login, sign up, and the chat page and home page with the nearby. So if you go to that app.js file, so here I created a route for the four. One is on home and another one is chat and login and sign up. And once the user click on the logout, it redirect to that login page. Let's first explain the uh, demo on the application. So after that, we'll create push these changes to that GitHub repository. Then after that, pull from the repository to that railway app server. So we'll create a deployment and generate the URL there. So let's create this is a chatbot application login page. So already created a user, and also we'll provide that sign up page. So creating a new user. So and after that, once this is an salt hash the encrypted the password to store into the database. So then after that, let's add the password, and once the password is added, it is logged into that home page. So if you check that URL, the previous video we generated the URL with the cloud URL with the Node.js server. So if you come to the login, so here I created, right? So with this it is created, and this is a pre-flight. So and also user is given after logged in, given the response as the password as the encrypted with the salt hash generated encrypted password. So once the user is logged in, so I created a room one, and let's clear this network. And also that yeah, I'm using the socket to connect between from the client to the server to chat between the message between that client to the server. So here the socket, if you checked in connected, is the true. So then next create another room. If you create a duplicate room, it won't accept. So let's create a duplicate one. So once this is created, it won't accept. It will throw an exception as a room already created. Create a different room. So then create a new room. Room 2. So once room 2 is created, it is a created, and if you checking this is connected to the socket, and let's show the database. See here, if you come to the rooms, it will generate yeah, inserted newly created the room 2. Then next one, once click on the, yeah, I use the login, right? So whoever logged in, it will show the user credential into the socket, and once the room one created, so he can able to chat. Hi Ravi. So yeah, here it is created through the socket. So once the socket ID, and will receive back to the client. So this is a created application. So once then user we used through the application, that is a HTTP only secure. Here the JW token is not coming. So here if you check in the network, it is you can able to see the JW token. So let it be for the user credential. So once this is logged out, so user can able to the logged out, and if you are logged out, you can, so user logged in. So we given the age limit logged out with the 1 millisecond. So image JWT token expires this one. So once the logged in, so this is the sign up. HTTP only true. So the JW token it will enable the HTTP only, but here the server is what is that HTTPS. So then this is secured one, so it won't have I mean it will not display. Here JWT when I connected to the local server, it is getting added in the cookie. So let's it is logged out, so user can able to sign up with a new user. So let's create a Kristen gmail.com. First we have to verify it. That's gmail.com. Let's create a password, any dummy password. Let's clear it out. If it is user exist, so now it is a user is created, right? So before whom to also it is created, and then Kristen @gmail.com I'm given the name by mistake mail ID. So let's we go about deploy to the GitHub account. So let's what is that package.json. I added the start and build whatever. Okay, fine. Then next we have to use that. Let's commit it. So let's stage it. Yeah, let's commit it. Server master, and once this will check here React application. Once yeah completed. Once chatbot, and this is chatbot created. Next, okay, fine. One is fine, and we are ignored. Okay, we are ignored the node model folder. So let's create deploy to the server. So we have to use new project GitHub. So configure the GitHub. So as of now I am given the access Node.js. So let's configure it. Let's take all repository or only selected repository. We have to select the React app. Okay, then next save. So once it is pulled to the railway app project, so we have to go. So here it listed the repository you can able to see. Then after that if you deploy, create a project, can do it before yeah, creating a environment, let it be. It is a fed because if you are checking the logs, chat, the content of the app directory or chat, so there is no I mean folder called file called package.json in this directory, so it is inside the chat. Let's redeploy build details, decode. So here why the build is failed. So if you check in the console view log, the directory it's a chat default. Inside the package.json file it is there, so we have to change the root directory. So here go to the settings, and if you go to the service name, it's a React. So service name is a React, then root directory, this is a source repository. Then you have to give the chat. So once the chat, like chat only, right? So yeah, React, and it will come to the chat. So chat and chat boot. 1 second, we'll check it is, what is that? Yeah, inside the chat, then chatbot only here providing. So let's take forward slash, then repository, chatbot. Yeah, chatbot. So after click on the save, yeah, we will redeploy React when you are done. Okay, so redeploy it. So once if you are click this one, that's it. Deleting these services will permanently delete all its deployment and remove it from all environment. This cannot be undone. Okay, delete services also, you can let it be. And go to the React, and go to redeploy. Once redeploying, yeah, redeploy started. No build logs found. Details, if you go to details and the build logs, yeah, now it is building the logs. Okay, so yeah, npm run build mixpacks setup installed started start equal to npm run, so showing the logs files here, right? So setup, install and build and start npm run start. View logs waiting for to deploy to finish. You can see the logs here. It is showing deployment failed during build process. Docker build failed. Why? React hook use effect as missing dependencies. Execution failed running. We'll check this. Creating an optimized fail to the compiler. Compile time error is failing because some of the file in the React file chart dependencies is throwing an exception. So let's see, but when I compile the locally, so there is nothing getting any error. So here what we have to do is let's create one variable const of request join, then add it to this one, then next one is you can add it to here and this one. So I think it won't affect React hook use effect as missing the dependency. These are all the dependencies is coming. So now it is a build is getting successed and pushing to the Docker image to the server. So you can able to see. So what I made the changes is here the use effect is throwing an exception with the warning in the local compiling, but the application is working, but while building on the Docker image it's throw an exception. So for that I used stringify with this and added into the use effect changes. So to trigger this code. So let's once build build compiled successfully and webpack compiled successfully, Then we'll check closing this and go to the settings and React generate the domain. It is generating the domain. So once generating the domain, copy this and let's add it to here. This is generated one and this is local. Let's create here. Create a project. What is this? Not here because logged into here. Let's add it to here. Okay, so React production app railway dot create a project and chatbot app is now it is created. But one thing is let's connect to the backend Node.js application. So once the login, let's see that already created a user. Let's create the password and add it to here. There is a course issue is coming. Uh, Here the course issue is coming. So let's add this into the Brave browser. Here I think the course is not allowing. Okay, so let's add the debug console. Um, Yeah, now it is, see, it is logged in, and if you go to the login and payload, here it is giving the response from the backend. But we client side we change the some changes, but not in the server side. Server side are already deployed to the cloud server. So let's after user objects, let's um, string to the JSON, convert to the string to the JSON. Let's object is equal to JSON dot parse. This we have to use this. Let's add the object to here. That's it. I think let's commit these changes. Then before that, we'll check the railway app. So chatbot. This is the dashboard, right? So this is a node. Let's rename that. Go to the settings and there is a worker node JS server or chatbot. I think, yeah, created. Then once you have to commit it add JS, then string to parse changes. See, once this is pushed to the GitHub master, so automatically deploys will get started. See now, if you see here, see build is starting now. New build and okay, to restart policy for restart. There is no now it is an active. See now it is an active a minute ago. So let's try to run the application. This is a Node.js and this is MongoDB. Let's make it to MongoDB. So messages, let's remove the all the messages are existing. only one messages is there. Yeah, messages also it is removed, and we go to the Brave browser, and this is a backend uh, URL, and connecting to the front end one. So let's log out. It logged out successfully. Let's restart the application. Yeah, now check the socket. Socket is connected to the backend. Let's log in now. Then password, add the password and login. So login done, and go to the room 1 and room 2 is there or not, is pulling from the database. Validate that rooms, yeah, rooms there are two is there, so create one more room, room 3, and create, yeah, is creating, there is no issue. Then go to the chat room. Let's go to the chat room. Yeah, chat room. Hello Ravi. Whoever logged in, it's showing here. And click on hello. So